In this video, you will learn about 10 popular foods that should never be combined with ginger if you want to avoid harming your health or putting yourself at serious risk. Ginger is a superfood on its own, but when paired incorrectly, it can lead to dangerous consequences, including internal bleeding, a sudden drop in blood pressure, hormonal imbalances, and digestive issues. We will highlight which combinations are especially harmful and subsequent the dishes in which they are commonly found, and why even the healthiest foods can become a trap when mixed with ginger. This video is going to be incredibly informative and helpful. If you want to take control of your health like a pro, give it a like, and let's get started. 1. Never eat ginger with garlic. At first glance, the combination of ginger and garlic may seem very beneficial. Both are well-known staples of traditional medicine, praised for their antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. They are often used together in marinades, soups, Asian cuisine, and even in detox remedies. People genuinely believe that this pairing helps cleanse the body and strengthen blood vessels. However, there is a serious danger hidden in this healthy duo. Ginger and garlic are both powerful natural anticoagulants. Each of them thins the blood, which on its own can be helpful for preventing blood clots. But when consumed together, their effects are amplified, causing blood clotting to decrease too much. The result can be internal bleeding, bruising from even a light touch, worsening of ulcers, bleeding gums, and even nosebleeds. This is especially dangerous for people who are already taking anticoagulant medications, such as warfarin, aspirin, or clopidogrel. According to a study published in the Journal of Cardiovascular Pharmacology, the combination of ginger and garlic can increase the effect of warfarin by 65%, which poses a direct threat to life. The problem is that this combination is often hidden in common and popular dishes. For example, it is frequently found in chicken prepared with ginger garlic sauce, a classic in Asian cuisine. It is also present in spiced noodles that contain both garlic and ginger. Many meat marinades include these two ingredients side by side, and in spicy pastes, gravies, and soups, they are often used as a base for flavor. That is why people often do not realize they are putting themselves at risk while thinking these dishes are healthy. If you have a sensitive circulatory system, fragile blood vessels, or are taking anticoagulants, you should strictly avoid combining ginger with garlic, as it can lead to extremely dangerous complications. 2. Never eat ginger with turmeric. Ginger and turmeric are favorites in wellness culture and Ayurvedic medicine. Both are used as anti-inflammatory agents, both are recommended for joint pain, colds, and inflammation, and both are often included in detox blends. Labels on these products often say super combination, but that is only half the truth. Curcumin, the active compound in turmeric, also has blood-thinning properties. When combined with ginger, this effect becomes stronger, and together they can cause hypocoagulation, a condition in which the blood clots extremely slowly. This is especially dangerous for older adults whose blood vessels may already be weakened, and for women who experience heavy menstrual bleeding. In such cases, there is a risk of fainting, blood loss, anemia, and even hospitalization. The National Center for Complementary and Integrative Health officially warns that combining turmeric and ginger can enhance each other's anticoagulant effects. This means that even a small dose can lead to unpredictable outcomes in people who are sensitive. What is especially concerning is that this combination is becoming more common in trendy recipes that are believed to be health boosting. For example, more and more people are making what is known as golden milk with ginger and turmeric, and they often drink it at night, unaware of the possible consequences. These two ingredients are also commonly used together in popular pumpkin or cauliflower soups. They're added to vegetable smoothies, spicy curries, and even tea or detox blends, where the combination of spices is perceived as completely safe. But behind this appearance of healthiness, there may be a hidden danger. If you are taking medication or have noticed increased bleeding, eliminate this combination from your diet. Natural remedies can be just as powerful as pharmaceutical drugs. 3. Never eat ginger with coffee. Many people have started adding ginger to their coffee, either as a powder or in syrup form. It is believed that this improves the flavor, speeds up metabolism, and provides an energy boost. But this is a typical example of how two stimulating substances can combine to create a shock to the system. Ginger on its own has a stimulating effect. It increases blood circulation, slightly raises blood pressure, and tones the nervous system. Coffee, on the other hand, contains caffeine, a powerful psychostimulant that accelerates heart rate, increases anxiety, and activates the cerebral cortex. When both are consumed at the same time, the body becomes overloaded. The heart beats faster, nervous excitability rises, tremors appear, sweating increases, and some people may even experience panic attacks. Harvard Medical School reports that in 34% of people with heightened sensitivity, the combination of coffee and ginger triggers acute episodes of anxiety and insomnia. This combination is especially dangerous for people with arrhythmia, autonomic nervous system disorders, high blood pressure, chronic stress, and anxiety disorders. Nevertheless, despite the potential risks, many continue to consume ginger with coffee without considering the consequences. Today, ginger lattes, espresso with dried ginger, and desserts such as carrot cake or tiramisu with a ginger twist are increasingly common on menus, often served with a strong cup of coffee. Coffee beverages with ginger syrup have also become popular, perceived as aromatic and warming, but in reality they can overload the nervous system. If you have ever experienced a sensation of explosive alertness or a racing heartbeat after drinking coffee, consider whether ginger might be the cause. These combinations can break down the nervous system from within. 4. Never eat ginger with carbonated drinks. Ginger is sometimes added to fizzy cocktails and refreshing lemonades, and in American culture, ginger ale, a carbonated ginger drink, is especially popular. However, the combination of ginger and carbon dioxide delivers a double irritating effect on the stomach lining. Carbonated drinks by themselves cause bloating and increase acidity. Ginger, on the other hand, stimulates the production of gastric juice and enhances the motor activity of the gastrointestinal tract. As a result, pressure builds up in the stomach, and the acid begins to aggressively affect the mucous membrane, leading to heartburn, pain, belching, and even cramps. This combination is particularly harmful for people with gastritis, ulcers, or acid reflux. The Mayo Clinic warns that combining carbonated drinks with ginger increases the likelihood of flare-ups and painful episodes. Nevertheless, despite the potential harm, these products are actively promoted and widely available on the market. Ginger ale has long been a common beverage, and ginger mojito with soda is often ordered as a light and refreshing cocktail. There are fruit punches that combine ginger with carbonated drinks and smoothies made with sparkling mineral water and pieces of spicy root. Even lemonades with ginger are seen as a healthy alternative to sugary soda, although in reality they can severely irritate the stomach lining. If you feel heaviness, tightness in the stomach, or a bout of heartburn after drinking these beverages, the reason is clear. The combination of ginger and carbon dioxide does not support health. It only triggers digestive problems. 5. Never eat ginger with milk. Ginger and milk are natural opposites. Ginger is hot, sharp, and stimulating. Milk is cold, soothing, and slowing. In Ayurveda, it is believed that combining these two ingredients disrupts the digestive fire and causes an internal conflict in the body. But modern science also supports this idea. Ginger stimulates the production of stomach acid and enzymes and speeds up intestinal peristalsis. Milk contains the protein casein, which begins to curdle in an acidic environment. When these processes happen at the same time, the milk protein literally curdles in the stomach, forming a dense mass that is difficult to digest. The result can be bloating, heaviness, gas, and diarrhea. For people with sensitive intestines, this can be especially uncomfortable. This is even more likely if the ginger and milk are consumed hot, for example, in tea or porridge. This combination often appears in familiar and seemingly harmless dishes. For example, many people start their morning with ginger tea made with milk, believing it to be warming and healthy. Oatmeal with ginger cooked in milk is also a popular recipe, especially among those who follow healthy eating plans. Ginger syrup is frequently added to milk-based lattes to give the drink a spicy note. There are also milkshakes with banana and ginger that many enjoy during the warmer months, and various puddings and desserts made with this combination are often seen as a wholesome treat, even though they can lead to digestive discomfort and heaviness. If you experience stomach rumbling, cramps, or a feeling of heaviness after eating these kinds of dishes, do not be surprised. This is a case of physiological incompatibility, and it is better to avoid it altogether. 6. Never eat ginger with fatty fish. At first glance, ginger and fatty fish seem like the very symbols of healthy eating. Salmon, tuna, and mackerel are rich sources of omega-3 fatty acids, which have a positive effect on the heart, blood vessels, and brain. Ginger is also well known for boosting the immune system and fighting inflammation. But the very qualities that make these foods beneficial can also make them risky. Omega-3 fatty acids have an anticoagulant effect, meaning they thin the blood. Ginger does the same. When these foods are consumed together, their effects combine, leading to an excessive reduction in platelet count and creating risks for the blood clotting system. This is especially dangerous for people who already have a tendency to bleed easily, such as nosebleeds, bleeding gums, or wounds that take a long time to heal. The risk increases if a person is also taking vitamin E, which further reduces blood viscosity. A study published in the British Journal of Nutrition found that 22% of participants who consumed ginger and fatty fish at the same time, platelet levels dropped below normal. In practical terms, this means that even a minor injury or bruise can have unexpected consequences, from noticeable bruising to more serious complications. What is particularly concerning is that the combination of fatty fish and ginger is extremely popular today. For example, salmon is often marinated with ginger before baking or grilling. Sashimi and sushi are almost always served with pickled ginger as a standard accompaniment. Mackerel is frequently prepared with spicy sauces that include ginger, and in Asian fish soups and tuna stir-fries, ginger has become a common ingredient. All of this appears to be healthy food, but in some cases it can significantly affect blood clotting. If you have noticed increased sensitivity to bruising or slow healing of cuts, consider whether these symptoms might be connected to your diet. 7. Never eat ginger with watermelon or beets. Watermelon and beets seem like completely harmless foods. Watermelon is a refreshing summer fruit rich in water, magnesium, and lycopene. Beets are a powerful source of nitrates and antioxidants. However, both have a pronounced vasodilating effect and are high in potassium, which affects heart function. Ginger also dilates blood vessels and stimulates blood flow. When all three components are active at the same time, the blood vessels essentially relax too much, causing a sudden drop in blood pressure. This can be dangerous for people who already have low blood pressure. Symptoms appear quickly and may include weakness, cold sweat, dizziness, and darkening of vision. The American Journal of Clinical Nutrition published data showing that the combination of watermelon and ginger can reduce blood pressure by 14 to 18 millimeters of mercury within the first 30 minutes. Adding beets to the mix makes the effect even stronger. The combination of ginger with watermelon or beets is becoming more popular among people who follow healthy lifestyles. It increasingly appears in wellness recipes that seem extremely beneficial at first glance. For example, smoothies made with watermelon and grated ginger are consumed for energy and freshness. Beet salads with spicy dressings that include ginger for sharpness and flavor are also gaining popularity. More and more people are adding ginger to detox water with lemon and beets, believing it to be a cleansing drink. In summer, watermelon juices with ginger and cold soups flavored with ginger-based dressings are especially popular. But behind all of this, there may be hidden risks, especially for those who suffer from low blood pressure. If you experience dizziness, a sudden drop in blood pressure, or weakness after consuming these dishes, do not blame it on the heat. You may have simply gone too far with these healthy ingredients. 8. Never eat ginger with red meat. Beef and lamb are heavy foods that are difficult to digest. The stomach needs a lot of time and energy to break them down. Ginger, on the other hand, activates intestinal peristalsis and speeds up the movement of food through the digestive tract. At first glance, this might seem helpful for digestion, but in reality, the effect is quite the opposite. When heavy meat has not yet been fully digested and ginger is already stimulating the intestines, fermentation can occur. The undigested meat begins to ferment, producing gas and toxins, leading to bloating, flatulence, and a feeling of heaviness. This also impairs nutrient absorption and causes discomfort and intestinal irritation. The journal Gut published a study in which 48% of people with dysbiosis experienced flare-ups after consuming red meat with ginger. The effect was especially pronounced in people with irritable bowel syndrome. Despite the potential digestive issues, the combination of ginger and red meat remains very popular, both in restaurants and home cooking. It is often found in dishes that seem flavorful and rich. For example, meat for grilling or roasting is frequently marinated with ginger to add heat and aroma. Beef is commonly cooked in spicy Asian sauces that include ginger, especially in stir-fry dishes. Some places even serve burgers with unique ginger ketchup, and lamb is sometimes braised with ginger root, promoted as a healthy alternative to traditional spices. All of this sounds delicious, but this particular combination can cause heaviness, bloating, and fermentation, especially in people with sensitive digestive systems. If you feel discomfort in your stomach, rumbling, or gas after such a meal, the cause may not be the meat itself, but its combination with ginger. 9. Never eat ginger with soy products. Soy, tempeh, tofu, and soybean sprouts are rich in isoflavones, plant-based phytoestrogens. These compounds act in the body similarly to female hormones. A moderate amount of soy can be beneficial, especially during menopause, but when ginger is added to soy, it can lead to hormonal imbalance. Ginger has the ability to affect the hormonal system, including the production of estrogens. When combined with soy, it increases hormone-like activity. This is particularly dangerous for women with fibroids, endometriosis, polycystic ovary syndrome, and other hormone-sensitive conditions. According to the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, women who consume ginger and soy at the same time experienced an average increase in estradiol levels of 23%. This can lead to menstrual irregularities, heavier bleeding, pain, and the growth of abnormal tissue. This is especially concerning for women with fibroids, endometriosis, or polycystic ovary syndrome. Nevertheless, this combination is very common in many diets. For example, tofu is often served with ginger sauce, grated ginger is added to miso soup for heat and flavor, and sprouted soybeans are used in salads. Tempeh and soy-based meat substitutes are frequently marinated with ginger. Even vegan versions of dishes that use soy to replace meat are often seasoned with ginger. All of this can silently affect the hormonal system, especially with regular consumption. If you are sensitive to hormonal fluctuations, it is best to avoid this combination. It can be just as risky as taking hormone-based medications without a doctor's supervision. 10. Never eat ginger with oatmeal or coarse fiber. Oats, bran, granola, and fiber bars are the foundation of a healthy breakfast for millions of people. They provide a feeling of fullness, improve digestion, and help regulate blood sugar levels. Ginger is often added for flavor and health benefits, but this morning combination can cause serious digestive issues. Ginger stimulates gastrointestinal motility, meaning it makes the intestines work faster. Coarse, insoluble fiber found in oats digests slowly and requires prolonged contact with digestive juices. When combined, they irritate the intestines. Food moves too quickly through the digestive tract and is not fully absorbed. This leads to bloating, cramps, diarrhea, and poor absorption of vitamins and minerals. People with irritable bowel syndrome are especially vulnerable. According to the International Journal of Food Sciences and Nutrition, 37% of patients experienced worsened symptoms after eating oatmeal with ginger. These types of meals have become especially popular among those who are focused on healthy eating and looking for nutritious breakfast or snack options. Ginger is increasingly added to oatmeal along with nuts, dried fruits, or honey, with the belief that it enhances the health benefits. Homemade bars made with honey and spices, where ginger adds a spicy note, are seen as a great energy snack. Oatmeal cookies with ginger, as well as granola with a spicy aroma, are appearing more often both in stores and in homemade recipes. Even plain hot cereal is now often prepared with grated ginger, under the impression that it will support digestion. But not everyone realizes that this combination can irritate the digestive tract and cause discomfort, especially in those with sensitive gastrointestinal systems. If you feel cramping, bloating, or find yourself running to the bathroom more often than usual after breakfast, check whether this problematic pair is in your bowl. Next, I recommend checking out these videos, and don't forget to leave your likes and comments. I'm looking forward to them.